Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday Morning Starter! Alright, well, I've got my phone again today because Jackson and his girlfriend broke up and he's in the depths of depression at the moment, so he's not here filming me, I'm here by myself. But when you're 17 and you're in love, you know, it's important, and he just has to work his way through it. But he's got a good family around him to help him anyway. So we hope you feel better soon, Jack. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about 3 things today, and I'm always on a mental quest on how to become more and more successful. Not like more, I want more and more. More, how do I do it better? How do I provide better service? How do I create a better life? How do I go after a better outcome like that so many people have done, that you can see and you can watch what they do, and it doesn't matter what field they're in. You know, some people are killing it, and I look at how do they do that, and then I would try and work out my way. Here's 3 things that I've learned over the time that I think maybe could be the secret to creating bigger and bigger success. So the first one is airspace. When Donald Trump was developing, the town was sort of a bit like that, I guess. I don't know if you can see it, but over there, they're all sort of like, you know, 3-story buildings and you know, just normalish sort of buildings. And it was pretty saturated, but there's still opportunity. And one thing that he did is start looking up in the air. So he started looking in the air and seeing all the space. And he thought, why don't I use that airspace? So instead of getting caught up in the saturated fullness of what was already going on, that nobody could see many more opportunities, or a lot was already happening, you know, as it was 2 and 3, 4-story buildings, he started to look in the air and went after the airspace and created a whole new level of ability. So airspace, what's your airspace in life? You know, you might be in a really crowded business or business world. Where's the airspace for you? Because that's the next place to go. The other one is, well, the next one is a friend of mine sold his business for 500 million, and I asked him why, how did you do that? What happened? What did you do? And he said all he did was create a business and keep turning, and he does it all the time. Keep turning and refining. Keep turning and refining. That's what he said. I just kept turning and refining, making it better and better and better and better. So when people dealt with us, the experience was seamless. We could handle the volume, and we expanded and we expanded, and we had a model that we could keep replicating, and he kept refining. That was his job. So he kept refining what he already did. So with you, what does that look like for you? You know, are you in a business now? Are you working for someone now in a role that you can get better and better and better at? Because remember, the better you get, the more opportunity comes. And this is from a guy who sold his business for $500 million, doing stuff that's, you know, his business, millions of people do it around the world, but his whole focus was to refine and refine and refine. So airspace, where's your airspace? And what more can you do? How much better can you get doing what you already do? Now, both of those people so far, they didn't go off and try and find some magical formula, create an app that's going to sell millions and millions and millions and millions of them. They did what they loved. They were doing what they were doing. They looked for opportunities where nobody else was, or expanded into places where nobody else was, but then they refined and refined and refined and made it better. If you think about it, Donald Trump on the first one, he refines and refines and refines, and that's how he created the Trump brand, because people trust the brand because it's quality. So that's something that, whether you like him or not, is irrelevant. It's more like, if you think about the Trump brand, it's all about, he goes after the quality. My mate that sold his business, high volume, but the systems were amazing. So he just kept tweaking and tweaking and tweaking, making it better and better and better. So the third thing is, I was talking to another friend, and his business is expanding rapidly, and he was talking about somebody else whose business is really, really large, and this is just last week, and they're focused on adjacent space. So what they're focused on is creating other incomes through adjacent space that relates to what they do already. They're not going off and trying to find new things. Their business is what they do. But then, for instance, if you had, like our business, a real estate business, you could start a cleaning business. We're not going to. I already talked to Jamie about it. He said, no, I don't want a cleaning business. But anyway, but you could start a cleaning business. You could start a conveyancing business. You could start a graphic design business or something like that, where it's adjacent space to what you already do. For instance, another one for us is like holiday management as well. But if you're a mum at home, it relates to everything. So if you're a mum, full-time jobs looking after 3 or 4 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, even if it's one, it's just so hard for me anyway. I've got 6. Anyway, but if you're a mum at home, so where's the airspace for you? So where is that expanded time for you, that expanded place you could go to or find, that more opportunity you could find doing what you do? Can you refine what you do so well that it gives you a greater ability to maybe to replicate something? And where's your adjacent space? Is your adjacent space creating an income around something you already do? So where is that for you? So airspace, refining, and adjacent space. Like, could you sell a product to mum? Could you create a blog for mums that educates them? Could you find products overseas that mums would want to buy because you understand that field so well, you know it so well? And I reckon this is part of the key to success. Unless you have this amazing idea that nobody else has in the world and you need to go after that, that's fine. But I say it again and again and again because the more I understand success, the more I learn about success. Another quick one, I had dinner with a guy a couple of nights ago. It's worth $100 million. I said, what do you do? And he sold spare parts. He was the guy that brought in spare parts overseas and sell them to Ford and sell them to Holden and all this sort of stuff. And he has a massive company, massive. He's 85 years old. But he was in that field for about 60 years or 70 years or something, like since he was really little. So he didn't go anywhere. He just looked for the opportunity that could be created within it. So if you really like what you do, or you can see that there's ability in what you do, or you have an ability in what you do, you know, whether that be a mum, an accountant, a hairdresser, a real estate agent, a surfer, a golfer, whatever it may be, where's the airspace for you? Can you refine what you do so well that it becomes replicatable? And then where's the adjacent space that you could be earning income from other spaces that relate to what you already do? You're already in the right place with momentum. Momentum is like the motor for success. You've already got that doing what you do. Now to try to bring in other things that can maybe enhance your success, scale what you do, help you get better at what you do, and create something that's going to take your life to the next level. What is that for you? I could think of 1,000 things. What I was saying before about a mum, you know, creating a blog, creating products for other mums, educating other mums, helping other mums, because even mums at home, and I've seen it before, I've been there before. So for instance, when you're a young mum, there's no instruction manual. They just get advice from people along the way. And like the reason I'm talking about a mum is quite often we think, and quite often we, you know, mums think, you know, I'm stuck at home with the kids. But what an opportunity! What an opportunity to create, to refine that craft, to create the ability to become the most amazing mum on the Central Coast, in Australia, in the world, and then help other mums, educate them, support them, help them find products easily, you know, help them navigate through that really difficult part of life, especially in those first 5 years. Like, what an opportunity to help other people and in turn help your own life expand. There's so much opportunity in the world right now, so much. I can't even begin to tell you the excitement that I feel around the opportunity that exists in what I do and what other people do. You have everything you need right now. It's just up here. Once you start expanding the vision that you have around your life and looking at what other people are doing and how other people are becoming successful, you too will find the secret to success for your own life. And once you do that and find the excitement around that, you watch what happens to your life. It will turbocharge. Maybe not immediately, but you got to stay in that excited part of your life and look at what's available to you. There is so much going on right now that you can grab, take, change for yourself and make it authentically yours, and then you will fly. You will fly. No matter what you do in this life, you will fly. You just gotta love it. You just gotta be all in on it. Anyway, I'm getting into this day. Hope you have an amazing week. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.